Welcome to part 7 of the Cordoba campaign for Total War Attila on the Age of Charlemagne campaign. Now, before I get into the talking about what's actually been going on and what we're going to be doing in this part, I need to talk about something else, is the fact that I normally record these parts the day before they're released, because it takes, for an hour episode, it takes about 2.5 hours to edit, render and prepare them for release. Now, over the next 2 weeks I'm going to have to be working away from home. I've actually got to go and actually work in an office, which is going to be quite a novelty for me because I'm used to doing things in my own time, and that's given me a problem because I don't own a gaming laptop, so I can't record when I'm away from home. So what I'm actually going to do is, in the next few days, this is the 4th of March, it's the 4th of March today, I'm going to record roughly 2 weeks of gaming video for all my campaigns, the Cordoba and the Avars and the City Skylines. And then what I'm actually going to do then is my wife is going to render and upload them according to the schedule, so it means that there won't be a 2 week gap in the release campaign schedule, and I'll still be able to check the channel, so if you feel free to kind of pass comments and all that, because I can answer that. So if the videos don't go up on time, just bear with me, and as I say, I won't be able to comment on an individual video as they're going up, but I hope you're going to enjoy this because I think it's more important to get some content. And what we're going to do now is we're going to come back to this campaign. This campaign's gone well. The last campaign we really pushed up through here. We've now got a power base here. We're kind of attacking one of our only other friend here, I think it's the Tithe of Barcelona. It was a necessary thing to do, but I think that's all there is to it. And what we're going to do is, sorry for the interruption there, somebody just wanted to speak to me to remind me about my travel arrangements. Such things to do. Anyway, back on what we were doing is we pushed up through here. We're fighting the Tarith of Barcelona, and we got this siege battle. Last part we didn't have any battles, so we're going to fight this one. So nearly pressed auto resolve, because I mean we've had two parts where there's been no real battles or anything to do this. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a great battle. I mean, they don't have that much in the way of forces. We've got 2 onagers, they've got a tiny garrison fleet, so I think we can just get this battle underway. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a novelty for me to be working in an office and having to actually kind of, how can you say, wear appropriate clothes, because I'm more used to working from home, dressing what I want, working when I want. So life, when you work from home, life can be a bit more casual, because when you're talking to people they only see the bits things. Anyway, that's just filling in the time here. And so we're going to start a deployment. There's not much of a fleet here, so I think we're going in this corner. I think we'll just pull the armies back and kind of get these guys here, put them on explosive shot, take them off fire at will. I think we're just keep the cavalry here, looking for horse archers there, and I think we're just put some of the spearmen here. We're certainly going to have to get some swordsmen into this army. I actually need swordsmen in my Avars campaign. If you've been watching that, you will know full well that I've got good armies, but they're a little bit weak in the kind of melee offensive capability. Anyway, that's not the campaign we're playing here, so what we're going to do is just get these guys, try and take these towers down on the corner. They've got the one ship coming in. I don't think that's going to be a problem, as I say. Probably just
The enemy draws near.
move the archers forward. They're on heavy shots, so. And if they run into the city, it's not that big a problem. That's damaged, and of course Sod's Law says they haven't even hit the tower yet. The accuracy of onagers can be a real pain in the butt. That's probably the correct word to say. Look at that. They've already fired 2 shots and they haven't hit anything. Come on guys, come on, you can do it. Bit of stutter on the... Oh, we've got 1 shot on there.
The enemy's gates have been destroyed.
Gates are down, so we can now fire on there. And we'll let these guys, once it's definitely stuttering a bit, which is not good. I think maybe we can bring you forward, you 2 lots forward. Come on guys, it'd be nice to take those towers down. Looks like we've set fire to the city, but that's probably not gonna have much impact.
What are your orders?
Come on.
The enemy tower is no more than wreckage
Right.
now.
And I think what we're going to do is move you guys forward a little bit, see if you can get that tower. Pull back guys.
Our spears are yours.
Definitely getting some stutter here. They're gone. Right. No, it's not even worth worrying about. So I'll pull these guys forward again now. Get the archers in position. Reform the battle line. See if you guys can hit that tower. The other tower's down, so I think what we're going to do is see if we can knock a hole in this wall here.
Rages through the enemy settlements.
Come on guys, you can hit it. And I think what we can do now is start to move these guys forward. Just keep out the range of that tower for the moment. Come on, another nice shot would do. Come on, smack on the tower. I know I can move closer, but so you can move closer, I think. See if you can. Come on. Keep bringing you guys in closer. So it'd be nice to take that tower out, but like I say, we'll just keep pushing these guys in a bit further.
A unit's ammunition is spent and it can no longer fire.
I think what we're going to do actually is get these guys to focus on this bit of the wall, so we've got more than 1 entrance to fit in. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We can go 2 and 2 with these guys. I think we're going to fire into the background here. Come on. 1 more shot should open up that corner. I think you guys can... I do have a lot of problems with my mouse at the moment. Get you in a bit closer. There's the walls down.
These walls
So I think we can. Guys can get in a bit closer. And as I say, I think we'll just keep firing on these guys here. Got some cavalry up there, but I don't think they're going to be a problem. I think maybe if we kind of do a slight flanking shot, that will help those units. And I think you guys can kind of start to move in. You've got some javelins to throw. You guys can come up behind, and you guys can just chill out. Maybe see if you can get a lucky shot on that tower down there. These guys are breaking, so I think you guys can just keep firing into these. You can hit these guys. Well, they're only levies, so. You can come in there. Actually, you can see the cavalry now, so we'll see if we can get rid of that cavalry. Actually, you guys can just keep firing into these. They're tier 1. They're all tier 1 anyway, so. We'll bring the next line up. Looks like somebody's throwing some. Just keep firing into the general blob there, I think would be the best way. Some archers coming up now, so I think it's time to start pushing in these guys in. Could certainly do with some swordsmen. I think you guys can take the front gate. You guys can go in that way. Guys are taking a little bit of a beating, so we'll just keep pushing in on these. And get these guys in behind. You guys can just push on through. Bring you guys up as a reserve. Looks like they're breaking anyway. I think maybe we can start to punch the cavalry through.
The enemy are losing their advantage.
Yep. Now I'm killing my own troops, but I think we need to just keep pushing. I think these guys can push through, with these guys can actually do the supporting role. Come on, you tired ones. I think we just get you in here. I think the general can come up behind a bit. Right, they're starting to break, so I think we're going to go this way. Just get the two healthiest looking units can go that way. These guys there, because yeah, I should have known there'd be a barricade there. I think you three can go this way, and you lot guys can keep pushing up. So we'll bring the cavalry up in behind. You guys just keep pushing. I think you guys have done enough damage so you can pull back. Right, keep pushing through, guys. Take that tower out. Work on that get the cavalry over here. Get you guys just pushing up this way. The general. Right, good. There's the general, or a cavalry unit that's damaged. The general's how can you say, a infantry unit. So we're just gonna push on this bit here, and these guys can. Don't think those guys are definitely not going to stand. So as I say, I think we'll be looking to bring the cavalry right round the back, so we can. Yep. We're just going to push these spear units up that way. These guys have collapsed, so we're going to. Oh, victory! Not a difficult battle, but obviously they had low morale, so 10-minute battle, so that puts us 10 minutes into this episode. I'm going to try and keep them relatively short, saying in the 40-minute period, so we're just going to occupy that, and I don't think we've got that much money to actually repair this stuff. Gonna keep the muster hall. These guys are all up to scratch, so I just don't understand why. Gonna get rid of the tower as well. I don't think we're gonna need that. There's not much else we can do. Just gonna have a quick check of my agents. You're keeping an eye on that. On Rodriguez, I think these guys need to get some experience. That's the problem against other targets. I think for the moment we're just going to push up this way. I think you're far enough forward that I can. What I want to do actually is. One of these agents I want to start pushing over this way just to see if we can make some friends. So and the other agent, you're quite happily there, so I'm just going to go for an end turn. We got quite a lot of. Certainly going to go with that. Get the corruption going. This force has got. Certainly going to give you that, and you can go that because that's going to give you some pretty good melee attack defense. Now, if I remember correctly, we got potential rebellion over here, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And these guys aren't completely shot at the moment, so. There's that Frank Navy. I'm not sure what it does actually, what actually triggers that, because it seems to always be wandering around here. So this agent's coming out this way, probably to attack this army. I think the moment these guys are going to have to stay in a defensive role. Though we're going to get double agent hit, but that's not a problem because these armies I'm not planning on moving as such, although I might move this army back if there's to sort out the rebellion. Still not totally happy with this. I think that's Brittany. So, yep, encourage descent. Encourage descent. Objective complete in the name of the king. I've got plenty of cash. Mission issued, the tides of war. That's fired very quickly. Authority plus zeal acid tongue. And who are you? You're probably one of my generals. I'm going to give blessing, I think, because it'd be nice if you could actually check up on these guys. So it's not you. So who's got the acid tongue? Arrogant. Authority. Maybe it's here, but you're a general, so I don't think that's a problem. Certainly got a lot of guys in this. Acid tongue. You're a general as well, so don't think that's going to be the end of the world. Having a wife like that could probably certainly do with maybe gathering some support. We're getting a bit low here, so I think I'll just let you. Got plenty of what we call it. So Barcelona's there, and I think what we're going to do is push up to here. This is going to, sorry guys, this is going to have to be an auto resolve. Go balanced. And that kind of just going to occupy, and we can now have a look at kind of Barcelona's okay. Going to keep the mead hall and go around Corona. We've got some there, another blacksmith who can get knocked down, and another muster hall. We certainly don't want to actually. Let's keep the muster hall there so we can free that up, and then once we move forward, if we do move forward quite well, which I suspect we will, we can actually Bismus. So let's have a quick look at this. Is Marcus is bad. So 1, 2, 3. That's still, I think that's still worth getting an anti-corruption one in here. And I think what we're going to do is, I think we're going to leave that for the moment. Togosa, I think for the moment we're going to just leave that. I think we're going to bring this army down here. Hopefully this will, yeah, you're still okay, so, and that will push on this area. I don't think this guy can, oh, might be able to assassinate someone. It's just for the fun of it. Give him a bit of experience. Success, but didn't actually do anything. So we've got public orders turned round here, but we've got that there. So how's the religion going? Religion's good. So can't build a whispering gallery here because it says we need a. That's interesting. Where's Barcelona? I've got a level 2 building there, and that's letting me build it's sanitation. Well, I think having a sanitation building there would be quite useful anyway, so. This is as high as it will go. I think don't really need a mosque here. Let's see, we've got quite a lot of cash to spend, so let's see what we can invest down here. This area here is, let's actually start with my, so this has got an expansion, this is growing quite nicely. I think we'll expand this and see what we can get in here. Not a lot. Got a muster hall, certainly don't want a muster hall. Whispering Gallery. Yeah, I think this is one of my more profitable ones, so I think we're definitely going to need a Whispering Gallery there. Actually, let's sort them by. So you've got this area here. This will give me, I think we can, give me an extra 100 with the trade city. I think that'll give me extra food and cash. I think I'll just have a quick flip through. That will give me a level 3, an extra 30 food, but oh, I've got food there, so I think we'll take advantage to go take that to a level 3. And I think I've got a marble quarry there. This requires, so we're going to take that to a level 2. I think we should have the spare food here. Yeah, plenty of food here. Gascony, I think we're just leave you for the moment, even though you are one of my. Actually, let's go back to Gascony. We've got a level 3 farm here. What's the? Oh, bountiful. So I think we're going to get a farm in here because that's going to add another 8 fertility to all the areas, which would be very, very nice. Navarre. I'm just going to take an extra 2 food. You've got negative food at the moment, which is not good. So we need to get the food up in this area. Maybe what's the very good here, so we're certainly going to drop a farm in there because that will. So that will give extra 15 food for all provinces. Got 4,000 left. I'm going to leave the rest of the money here. We seem the army here seems to have moved north, so we're going to. I think I'm going to be quite happy leaving you here. I think you defending that. I don't think. Can you get out there? Yeah. Let's go for it.
Besieging settlement. Ready for battle.
So they just abandoned that. Oh well. So we've now got this area here. I'm going to knock the watermill down because I want to get something a bit more productive in there. I'm quite happy with that. So it's going to go for another end turn.
Ready for orders.
General, got plenty of movement range. I think we'll go with some integrity and battle movement speed. Oh, looks like we can assign a provincial governor, so zeal, authority, maybe we'll go with a bit more zeal and definitely some unit experience. We can assign a provincial governor. I don't think we got anyone else here. So let's see what we got. We've got an administrator, govern province, we've got supply. So we take a chance. Quite given the Gascony's one of the richest provinces, I'm gonna drop this guy into Gascony if he will go in. We'll find out what kind of turkey. Not quite right. Maintenance costs plus 7%. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. He really needs cunning and he won't have any cunning. So best I can do is give him that. And hopefully he will kind of recover some of that once he's got a bit of things. It's annoying actually when you get that. So we can get an edict in here. Army recruitment. I'm going to go for the research and sanitation because that will allow me to develop this area up. So I'm going to go for an intern. Probably a couple more turns and then that'll be it for this part. Hope you're enjoying this series. It's a lot more quicker paced than my Avars campaign, quite understandably, in the sense that we kind of been able to push up really quickly against there, but I'm pretty sure that once we start locking horns with the Franks, because unlike my Avars campaign where I was able to expand round the Franks, it's going to be a little bit more tricky. And
You are honourable, worthy, and
yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm going to be very, very happy. And of course I forgot to move that other spy. So we've got this, whatever it takes. Yep, we're going to go with that. Going to do is push up on Narbonne.
we take this settlement.
Sorry, it's
for
another
you,
auto reserve,
my
guys, but just going to occupy that.
At your command.
And we've got Narbonne now. That completes this province. I've got a muster hall. So villa, public order. I think I'll keep the villa for the moment, and that gives me a forward muster hall here, which means I don't have to build one here. I think I'm going to convert that. You've got plenty of food. You've kind of got this forward base type province here, where now that brings us up against the so I think I'm going to send you this way and you can just hang around here, and that brings us up against Duchy of Provence. They're going to be a little bit of a tough cookie. And these guys are, see if we can now, because they're down to one settlement, and do I really want to push out onto them? Or should I just be happy to hold this for the moment? Because you've got Autumn. See, this is like a bit of a weird shaped province, because this kind of goes up that way. I think for the moment, see if we can get some cash out of them.
The door is open to you.
No,
But
well,
if you
they don't
wish
want to make
go
peace anyway,
beyond
so.
the courtyard with
So you don't want to make peace, that's up to you. I think we're
I am
Just
the
keep
reaper of soul.
pushing this guy forward. I think this guy we're just gonna
I am
let's
your
have a quick
champion,
look.
my lord.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is just drop you down for the moment,
At your
and
command.
got the fleet here, and got these armies are kind of concentrated on one side, so I think maybe this army can actually start to come inland, I think. And I think what we're going to do is just build this navy up a little bit more.
We need good, strong men.
185, 124.
Assembling the fleet.
Just get up to navy, and the navy will defend here. We've got this part here. We've got Bordeaux building up quite nicely. We've got Narbonne here. This will go over quite soon. Don't think we need anything defensive here. What's the fertility here is bountiful, so just drop that in. I mean, yeah, 114, so I think it's quite strange that we got a bountiful region. Let's have a quick look on the fertility. So you've got these areas here which are going to make a big difference here. Yeah, if I can capture these provinces here, I mean that these kind of very, very poor areas I can actually, so if I come back over here, these very poor areas I can actually kind of start knocking some of these farms down, because you can see, well, it's got 68, but I could probably reduce the amount of dependence on these farms. Going to need to do something about the fertility in this area. So, and we got the Tyrese up here, but I think he's not going to be a problem. So we're going to go one more turn, and I think that's going to be the end for this part, guys. Because I think the next target is probably to take out finish off the Tarifa of Barcelona, but I don't want to cross the mountains in the winter. And then it's going to be the Duchy of Provence, because they're a really, for their size, they're quite a tough faction. I mean, they were able to hold their own against the Franks in my Avars campaign, and as I say, I've watched some other Let's Plays, and everyone's kind of had a bit of a problem dealing with them. So got a noble birth, that's good. And food shortage in Navarre's been sorted. Obviously they've got a small fleet here, which could be a problem. But oh, looks like the Franks will be doing the job for me, so maybe I don't need to worry. And I think for the moment this army can stay here, and upon reflection I think this army needs to rebuild. So yeah, so I think what we're going to do is, what's the worst, sorry, actually we can, this is in the same province, isn't it? So I think if we can come up to about there.
Make haste, men. Is that all, my lord?
Yep, you can still recruit, so and what we'll do is get rid of the kind of worst guys here and get 1, 2, 3. I think we'll get 4 spear units, and then we'll get rid of you and replace you with some cavalry, and that would give me 4 cavalry, 4 swords, 6 spears and an artillery. And I've kind of spent a lot of my cash. This army again needs to rebuild, but it hasn't actually got any I think we'll spend the rest of my cash on that, so that as these armies come forward they can re-equip. Maybe I should have left the blacksmith there. Maybe that's a thought for next part, or actually could do with a siege engine up here somewhere in one of these provinces, so we can re-equip. they've got plenty of space here. We could probably build one in here, and it means that, let's have a quick flip through, just because I don't think we're going to actually, I'm going to leave this barracks here just in case. I'm still not totally convinced about that northern shore. Leon, you haven't got one. Barcelona, yep, you're okay. You don't have any. Marcus, yep, you can need to expand. Navon, you're up here. Septimania, Toledo, got Whispering Gallery. I suppose, strictly speaking, Zaragoza now doesn't really need. So I think we can knock you down, because we don't really need a, I mean the front line's right up here, so I don't think we actually need a barracks there. And I think you've got a barracks, yeah, you've got a level 2 barracks. Argen, yeah, you're still up on the front line, so you can keep that supplementary barracks. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. As I say, a reminder that I will be piling them on, and I think the next target we will definitely have a go at the Duchy of Provence. I'm going to leave the Franks alone until we've secured this kind of eastern flank, because I don't think Provence is, they're at war with there, but they're not, they don't have any allies at the moment, so we're going to kind of deal with the Duchy of Provence, secure this area here, and then we're probably going to get straight into war with the Franks. Or what we could probably do is finish off these guys if the Franks haven't already done it, and then we're going to start going. And of course we're going to build the armies up, because we're certainly going to need, they've got some swords, they've got a fairly good swords, but they probably could do with some better cavalry. And just have a quick check of the research. So we're just about to finish that, the Matrassa. Anyway, that's where I'm definitely going to leave it, guys. I know I always tend to ramble on just at the end, so like and subscribe, and until the next time, enjoy your gaming.